Coming up on the next episode of Good Morning Wilmington, live with Vincenza and Ivan, Vice Chair of the Lupus Foundation, Venetia Thompson stops by the plaza to talk about Lupus Awareness Month. Justin Womack, owner of the new Oath 84 Sports Lounge, stops by to talk about their grand opening. And Executive Director of the Brandywine ShadFest, Jim Shanahan, stops by to talk about the upcoming festival. All that and more, right here on DETV.
Good morning, Wilmington. What's going on? I'm your main man, Big Iv, the talk of the town, Mr. DETVCH, Mr. Positivity, and I'm here with my lovely co-host,
Vincenza.
Hey,
Good morning.
Vin. Good morning. Good morning, Vin. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you today?
I'm great. Oh, beautiful Wednesday, you know, so I'm happy to be. The word for the day is grateful.
Oh, I
right?
love that word.
That's what we're going to come up. We're going to come up with a DETV word of the day for Good Morning Wilmington.
Yes.
And today's word is grateful.
I love that.
So,
I love that word, and I think that's a great idea. Word of the day. I'm all about it. So let's talk about what a great show we have for us, as always. Every week, every show I film, I'm always so excited about the people we get to meet. But let's talk, more importantly, before we dive in and introduce our guests, today is EMS Day. And that's something that, if for those of you who don't know, Emergency Medical Services Day, honoring those first responders, healthcare workers, all the emergency medical workers. We're honoring them today. But I believe it's all week long.
We might as well make it all year long. After COVID, I think anyone that has that's in the medical field, EMT, EMS, MSR, whoever they are, they need a shout out every day. Those are the superheroes that even with pay cuts, they still went to work to help the human race and help us out through all. So I think that everyone out there, from badges to from police department to people that just go to work every morning and for our safety, to help us out. I think we should give them every day a shout out. They should get like free rent. They should get like no parking, like parking passes throughout the city. They should get everything that they need. They need to get vet status. You know what I mean? Yeah, they have been through a lot the last 2 years. So hats off to all of our emergency medical service providers and healthcare workers and first responders. Something that I do at the restaurant, Ivan, is because of COVID and everything that we've all gone through, but also all of our frontline workers. You know what they've been through. They were brave enough to keep showing up to work. My sister and I decided to thank them in a way, the best way we could. So and we're still doing this to this day. So every single day, we offer healthcare workers and first responders 10% off their entire takeout order. They just have to show us their credentials. They just have to show us their credentials, and we offer them a 10% off their entire takeout order. And it was our way of thanking them for all that they do. So stop on over at V&M Bistro, where we honor you all the time, every single day, for everything that you do on the front lines. But today, let's honor you even more, all of our EMS workers, and thank you for everything you're doing. We need some trophies. I swear. Naj, can we get a trophy? Like the capeless superhero trophy, so we can just hand out to people. I think that would be great. Here you go. But
they deserve it.
Yes.
They deserve it. It's not like, oh, everyone gets a trophy. No, these individuals that we highlight, that we meet, that we bring on Good Morning Wilmington, they really do deserve it because they are selfless. they're doing amazing things in the community, and they're really making a difference.
Yeah.
So I agree, we should.
I'm with it. All right, let's find a sponsor for that.
Yes. We're looking.
Everything got a sponsor for it. Well, okay, speaking about Capeless Superheroes, let's stay there. Who do we have today on this amazing show?
So I'm super excited to introduce one of our first guests, Venetia Thompson. She is the Vice Chair of the Lupus Foundation of America, the Tri-State Chapter, and a fellow Lupus warrior.
I really want to know what that means, Lupus warrior.
Yeah, so I'm wearing purple.
Okay.
Purple signifies lupus awareness, and May is Lupus Awareness Month. So we'll touch on that more. But just to keep going, we have 2 other guests with us. Justin Womack, the owner of Oath 8 Restaurant, and Krupa Johnson, the executive chef.
All right.
Super excited to have them on the show.
Well, look, I can't wait. I'm all for a new restaurant, especially here in Wilmington. There's a lot of restaurants popping up.
I'm all about that.
A lot of good restaurants,
Yes.
a lot of great, and I believe this is one of the greats that's popping up. So we can't wait to talk to Mr. Womack, and he brought the chef with him.
Yes.
How do you bring the chef with you? He look. What we call that, Vincenza, in the black and brown community, right? That's a boss move, right? He'd let you know, I'm not playing with you. This is the type of food you're gonna get. So I'm here for that, Mr. Womack. I'm here for that, bro. All right. So
Perfect.
What else we got? That's it?
No, we have one more person we're going to introduce, Jim, the executive director of the Brandywine ShadFest.
Uh-oh.
So
I've been getting hit up all week about this, all last week about the ShadFest, right? I missed last year. I won't miss this year. I can't wait to bring Jim on so he can tell everyone what's going on. Have you been?
No, and if I'm correct, it may be because of COVID and everything.
Yes,
I don't think
yes.
I've never been, so this is my first time hearing all about it and looking forward to it. So we'll touch on that and what is the ShadFest and what's happening. So we're very excited to have him here to tell us all about that event coming up.
Yeah.
But
it's a lot of great things happening.
Yeah.
Let's look at the last couple weekends, Vincenza. You had the movie premiere of Richard Raw. We also had the Grand Prix bike race.
Oh yes, the Grand Prix, and you were there.
Ladybug is coming up. ShadFest is coming up. Restaurants opening in Wilmington. You can't tell me that Wilmington isn't the place to be. Like, you need to be here.
Yes.
But bring your own parking. Okay, bring your own parking. You need to be here. But no, jokes aside, Wilmington is growing fast and coming right out of the pandemic.
Yes.
Man,
yes.
look, I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna need to bring up some overnight clothes. If you don't have a toothbrush, we got a facility, got stores to buy it, but you definitely want to party and live here and work here. So I'm excited about the new Wilmington.
I love it. I'm excited too. Everything is happening, and more things are opening up, more things are coming back. So it's very, very positive for the community. But
Any pageant stuff?
Pageants? Ooh, okay, so I'm always doing pageant
stuff.
stuff.
Ready, pageant.
You really want to know. I'm always doing pageant stuff. I'm hoping to bring the new Miss Delaware USA, Grace Lang, and the new Miss Delaware Teen USA, Ava McMurray, on the show soon.
All right.
So I would love to introduce you to them and introduce them to the world and introduce them to the community. They're already very active, volunteering, making appearances, and also getting ready for Miss USA and Miss Teen USA in the fall. So hopefully they'll be on the show soon so we can talk to them a little bit more. But we do have to take a quick commercial break.
And we'll be right back with
Venetia Thompson from the Lupus Foundation.
Awesome. See you in 2 and 2. Remember the guy used to say 2 and 2?
2 and 2.
2 and 2. That's before her time. We'll be right back after these messages.
Coming up, the Lupus Foundation, Venetia Thompson.
Hey, DETV, I'm Ty Break Jameson. This is Street Break. Mother's Day or Father's Day?
Mother's Day, of course.
Why's that?
It's a joke. I like both Mother's and Father's Day. I appreciate both of my parents.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's Mother's Day or Father's Day?
I can't choose both. Both.
All right.
I mean, I miss my daddy, so. But Mother's Day, she's the queen on her day.
That's right. Beautiful answer. Mother's Day or Father's Day?
Mother's Day.
Yeah, you gave her that look. That wasn't fair. Mother's Day or Father's Day?
Mother's Day. Women all the way.
Women all the way?
Women all the way.
Dad just gets it.
I mean, as a female.
sport than the women.
Mother's Day or Father's Day?
I'm gonna have to go with Father's Day. My dad is my favorite person.
Bam, see Taylor for the win. That's what I'm talking about, dads. We still in there. Who would you rather not be slapped by? Moms, Mike Tyson, Will Smith.
I say moms.
Thank you, folks. You guys, who would you rather not get slapped by? Moms, Mike Tyson, or Will Smith?
Rather not. Mike Tyson, 100%. Terrifying. He would knock my teeth out.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah.
Mike it is. Who would you rather get slapped by? Mom, Will Smith, or Mike Tyson?
Oh, I guess mom. Will Smith and Mike Tyson. Like, definitely not Mike Tyson.
Do you think mom would be gentle?
Probably.
Yeah.
A little more gentle than those guys.
Do you know Joel Embiid? No. Okay. Well, yes.
It hurt itself.
Yes.
Okay.
He got elbowed in the eyeball. That's what happened to him. Joel Embiid, what do you think?
He's my hero.
MVP, what?
Oh, by far, yeah. He's the best player in the league, without a doubt.
He got robbed?
Oh, by far, yeah. But I don't know. The way I look at it, all the nerds like their analytics. They're not watching all the games. But I mean, it's pretty simple. I love Joel Embiid.
That's right.
Broke my heart.
So you know Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
What do you think? Best player in the league?
Honestly, don't really follow basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool too. But
I
you
know
just
who
know
he
who he
is.
is though.
I know who he is.
Okay, all right. I'm with that. Do you know Joel Embiid?
I know who JoJo is.
He should have.
MVP. Robbed. Just
That's
saying
it. That's it.
Robbed.
That's all you had to say.
Welcome back, everyone. Our first guest is Venetia Thompson, the Vice Chair of the Lupus Foundation Tri-State Chapter and a Lupus warrior. Welcome, Venetia.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Of course, our pleasure. So, Venetia, let's dive right into things.
Okay.
What is lupus?
Well, lupus is an autoimmune disease that causes the body to lose the ability to determine good cells from bad cells. So instead of the body just building up white cells to fight off any germs, it just goes berserk and fights everything, including its own body. So it can do anything from cause inflammation to actual organ damage. So this is a disease that is very serious. It is something that affects women 90% of the time. Men do get it, it's just not as prevalent. And then people of color are 3 to 4 times more likely to get lupus than their counterparts.
Right.
Thank you for clearing that up. I think because growing up in the black community, what I've heard was it was only blacks that got lupus. And when I met Vincenza told me that she's a warrior as well. Yeah. And I was like, wait a minute, I thought only black. So thank you for clearing that up. And what I wanted you to do is there any other misconceptions or falsities that we heard of lupus that might have been said amongst the last 20 years, 30 years, or whatever?
I can't think of anything else aside from the fact that men do get it, because people didn't think that men even got it.
Oh, wow, okay.
And so men do get it. Nick Cannon has lupus. I can't think of any other male at this time, but they do get it. It is something that mimics other diseases, so it's so difficult to determine whether or not you have it. There are no one tests that can tell you, yes, you have lupus. So that's another problem. We can only treat the symptoms because there is no cure. It took us 50 years to get our first drug.
Wow.
Yes, but we got it, and now we have a second one, and I believe we have a third one that's on the close horizons that we're looking forward to. So we are beginning to have some options on treatment, but most of the treatments that they give you can be very debilitating to the body. It too can break down either your liver or your kidneys, and kidneys are the most prevalent organ that I think is attacked as far as that can cause
Yes, yes.
permanent.
Yes, no, and then for those of you that are just tuning in, May is Lupus Awareness Month, and as you can see, Venetia and Ivan, I see the purple right here. Yes, we are wearing purple honoring Lupus Awareness Month, and again, I'm a lupus warrior as well as Venetia, and I've been suffering with lupus for over a decade now, and it is very hard to predict and prevent lupus flare-ups, but it's also very, very difficult to be officially diagnosed with lupus. It took me about a year and multiple doctor visits and tests trying to figure out and pinpointing, as they say, we like to connect the dots, right? To figure out that I was officially diagnosed with lupus. And they say it is hereditary. It does run in the family. It's an autoimmune disease, but again, you don't know. Something causes to bring it to life, and it could be a traumatizing situation, an illness, a medicine, anything. There's so many factors. But I'm glad to see in the past decade the research and the advancements of what the medicine for the Lupus Foundation has done, and there will be a cure. There is no cure today, but I'm very hopeful there will be a cure soon.
Yes. There have been many changes made over just the 20 years. I was diagnosed about 23 years ago. And when I was diagnosed, I got all the books I could find at the library and took them home and started reading. And everything I was reading was saying, you're going to be dead in 5 years. And so, of course,
which is scary.
Yes.
That's what we read. That's what we read.
So that isn't the case if they can find what's going on. But what happens a lot of times when you go to emergency, the doctor sees something and they do something to boost your immune system. And that's not what you want to do.
Wow.
You need to subdue the immune system. So that's why it's always very important that if you have an autoimmune disease, that you specify that to any emergency team that's working with you.
So let's talk about some symptoms of lupus. Let's break it down a little bit more. I know that I know what it is because I experience it every single day, but for our viewers that don't quite understand what lupus is or just tuning in, let's explain to them. Let's break it down a little bit more. So explain to our viewers about some symptoms of lupus.
So consistent headaches, hair loss, of course, fatigue.
Extreme fatigue.
Any skin discolorations or rashes that don't go away, that redness, soreness. I'm lost. Okay.
I will help. I will help. Brain fog, right?
Yes. See,
right?
brain fog.
Brain
right
fog.
there.
It's hard. It's very hard. We could be in the middle of a conversation, and all of a sudden we forget what we're saying. And brain fog is a symptom, and it's very frustrating.
Right.
Very, very frustrating. Dehydration.
Yes.
We are always dehydrated, and that is very, very bad in general for anybody.
Yes.
Dehydration, but also it affects all major organs. Your liver, your lungs, also your heart. We have to be very, very careful. We are susceptible to heart attacks and strokes.
Yes.
So we have to be very, very, very careful.
You
So
see, I'm sitting here like at all because, again, not knowing, and I'm glad that we have this opportunity to talk about it so people in the community can understand just along the symptoms. And I'm sitting here and I'm listening. You were diagnosed 10 years ago?
10 years,
and
over 10 years ago.
And you were diagnosed over 23 years
Yes.
ago.
23 years
And this
ago.
is not something that could be diagnosed at birth, right?
Nope.
Well, I had symptoms since I was maybe 2 or 3.
Okay.
And we kept going to the doctor and going to the doctor. But of course, they're not looking for lupus. They're looking for maybe juvenile diabetes, especially in the African American community.
Right.
So when that didn't happen, they just said, and they just sent me on my way. I have constantly had pleurisy, which is inflammation around the lining of the lungs.
Okay.
You could also have pericarditis, inflammation around the heart. Some more symptoms.
Right.
So they just kept treating those symptoms, which is basically take aspirin, anything that's an anti-inflammatory.
Right.
So,
may I just chime in
yes.
real quick, Venetia? So what Venetia's explaining, those symptoms, imagine not being able to breathe. You know, like let's say you feel like you're drowning and you're trying to gasp for air. You're like, and you can't because it's very heavy on your chest, and and then what leads to the next thing is anxiety because you can't breathe, and then the anxiety attack kicks in. So it's like a chain reaction. So imagine not being able to breathe and no inhaler, nothing could fix it. So trying to calm your body down is what we practice doing every single day.
Yes.
And the number one piece of advice doctors give us is avoid stress.
Yes.
Now, how do you avoid stress?
Girl, go ahead.
Do you have the secret to that?
I hear you.
Because I don't know how to do that. I haven't figured it out yet.
I just had a problem breathing. You want me to avoid? There's much more to this than the sandwich here, bro. Like I get it. Oh, man.
Avoid stress
Yeah.
because stress induces flare-ups that causes these symptoms to come to life. And there's no way to prevent or predict when you will have a flare-up. So it could be anything.
Yes.
The sunlight, actually, we are very sensitive.
goodness.
Venetia and I are very sensitive to the sunlight.
Yes.
We have to be very, very careful when we're outside in the heat or the sun too long because it could cause a flare-up.
Oh, wow.
We love SPF, sunscreen, a hat, sunglasses,
big
a
hat.
scarf.
Big hats, right.
But again, it's something that people dub it as the invisible disease because if you look at Venetia and you look at me, we look fine, right? We look great, right? We look fine. Today.
And that's what I wanted to talk about. Like, and I don't want anyone that's watching that is saying that are thinking that lupus is a death sentence.
No.
There's a life to live on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I'm old. Yeah.
Yes.
Seasoned, not old. Seasoned.
I like
seasoned.
that.
You're
That's
not old.
good.
I am
You're
seasoned.
Yeah.
I am well seasoned.
Well seasoned.
Yes.
Right.
Well, Venetia, why don't you tell our viewers about some upcoming events for Lupus Awareness Month and how they can support?
This is your camera right there.
Yes. Well, we have to, because we had that lupus fog. I
What?
don't want to get any dates wrong.
Oh, I do the same thing, and I don't have lupus. I'm with you. I'm gonna pull out. The faintest of ink is better than any memory. So there you rock out.
We just had a walk yesterday. We'll be doing another walk the 13th of October. We have another one the 30th, I believe, of October. And then we have one the 13th of November. If you look on our website, you'll see exactly where they are because we have West Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, and then Delaware. Delaware is in November. So we don't want to miss out on those. We also have the Lupus Links, which is taking place on May 24th, and that is going to be at the Green Valley Country Club in Lafayette, Pennsylvania. It is not too late to be able to join that. We also have a Living Well with Lupus symposium, and that is going to be online. Because everything we've been doing has been, with COVID, we are still doing the Zoom programs for that. So you can just register online. And I believe that was everything that we had in this month that was extra special.
Okay.
But we constantly, if you go to the website, we have constant web chats, webinars, and programming every single week for you to be able to tune in and get something very current and up to date.
Right.
So.
Yes. No, and if you, what's the website? Because I know the website, but why don't you let our viewers know the website?
If you go to lupus.org, it will take you to all of the Lupus Foundation of America websites, and then you can put in Philadelphia Tri-State, or you can just put in Lupus Tri-State, and you will get our website directly.
Yes. Venetia, thank you so much for coming on today's
Thank you
show.
for
It means a
having
lot
us.
to me, and Ivan,
Yes,
thank you
yes.
for
Thank
welcoming
you.
Venetia with open arms because it does hit home for me. So thank you for everything you're doing, fellow lupus warrior, and continue to fight. Because we've known each other for a long time, and we always stay together. So.
Nice.
Thank you again. And
Thank
again,
you.
for viewers just tuning in, make sure you look up lupus.org, Lupus Foundation of America, the tri-state area to be more involved and a part of supporting this cause, since it does hit home for me and Venetia. Well, all right. Well, Ivan, we're going to take a quick break.
All right, and we're going to go downtown for the downtown update with Lanny Swagger.
Stay tuned. Justin Womack is coming up next.
Hi, this is Lanny Schwager with your Downtown Update, brought to you by DETV. Join the Wilmington Kitchen Collective on May 19th at 4 p.m. to meet the entrepreneurs, try samples, and see the space. On May 20th from 5 to 10 p.m., the Ladybug Music Festival is back on Loma. You can enjoy this free festival with all-female music acts. Downtown Visions is bringing the Downtown Farmers Market back on Wednesday, May 4th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., rain or shine in Rodney Square. Out and About City Restaurant Week will be back from May 23rd to the 28th. And enjoy the Deco Community Market every Saturday from 11 to 4 p.m. where you can find local wares. Check out downtown's newest restaurant, Oath 84, located at 405 North King Street. And don't forget to take the Downtown Vision survey. You can check it out for the link on Facebook or Instagram at Downtown Wilm DE. Help Downtown Visions better serve our community.
Welcome back to Good Morning Wilmington. Your main man, Big Ivy, talking to Thompson DETV with my lovely co-host.
Vincenza.
Gotta love her.
Thank you.
All right, Vincenza, Restaurant Week is around the corner.
Yes.
Wilmington is growing like by leaps and bounds. We have everything from the new, I like to call it waterfront, right? With new restaurants opening up, and right now we have an awesome restaurant that opened up yesterday. Oath 84, a restaurant, and the owner is here, Mr. Justin Womack, with his executive chef. The brother brought
The chef. Do you know how hard that is?
the brother brought the chef.
Do you know how hard that
He
is
said-
to take the chef out of the kitchen
Right.
that just opened?
Right.
I know, that's
No,
hard.
he did
That's a big
that.
deal.
He did that to let everyone know I'm not playing with y'all. I quit school because of recess. I don't play. right.
Well, we have Krupa Johnson, the executive chef of Oath 84 Restaurant. Justin, Krupa, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Okay, let's start with the name. Everything is important. The name is
yes.
important to every business. Why Oath 84?
Okay, so the name is strong to us. Oath 84 means integrity. Oath, stand up, understand that you're committed to something that you're going to see through. That's what the Oath stands for. 84 goes down in history as the best year in sports. So that's when Magic and Bird was shooting. That's when Michael Jordan came in the league. The Lupus came back overseas. So Oath 84 just means truth and greatness. That's what we want to give to our clients. We want to give it to our guests, and that's what we're going to put in every single meal. Every single drink is just truth and greatness, so that's what it stands for.
All right, thank you for coming out tonight. We have nothing else to say about this. That was the easiest interview in the history of interview. He dropped the mic.
Yes, truth and greatness. I love
Truth,
that.
integrity, truth,
Yes,
and greatness.
I love that. Yes.
And then he comes back with a whole sports example. I mean,
Yes,
come
no,
on.
I was intrigued by the name.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the show notes and I saw first off a restaurant owner coming on the show, very excited about that because I can relate as a fellow, a restaurateur as well. But I was very excited that it's a new restaurant, and it's really nice to hear new restaurants opening up, especially coming out of the pandemic, because a lot of restaurants have been closing, and it's very disheartening to hear that. So I'm very excited that a new restaurant opening up. But the name, I was so excited when I was like, I cannot wait to ask about what's the meaning of Oath 84. Very, very excited about. Also 1984, I was born. Justin
Am I
was
the oldest
born.
dude here?
Justin was born, so it's a good year.
Okay.
Oath 84 is in the law district too, so it kind of coincides with everybody in the law district. Understand what oath is and how meaningful it is.
Right.
Yes, yes.
All right, we got the name. Let's get to the food, chef.
Yes, chef.
All right, what can we expect?
Well, the food, I think you can expect greatness, like Justin said. It's small plates, fusion. We have all kinds of things. Something approachable, like a jerk chicken egg roll with a guava reduction, or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or we call it a banh mi, but it has little Asian flavors to it. So we do some green onion, garlic, ginger, all that good stuff, marinated into something, grilled to perfection.
Okay.
So what type of cuisine would you characterize Oath 84 restaurant to have and offer?
I would say it's New American. So anything that you would find in America today, but kind of placed into one plate.
All right. Now you gave some analogy, to sports.
Right.
Can I come watch the game?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We have huge screens in that restaurant.
We got some good screens, so we kind of connected too. So you go to a ball game if you're in the stands, right? They're spilling beers on you, throwing hot dogs. We want to be more of the skybox. So you're going to come to skybox field. So the game will be on, right? So the game will be on, but you won't hear the game. It'll be a nice, soft fare of music, kind of like more for a conversation. So we want to build a network, not a ball game type of feel. So it's more a network.
So we're not talking sports bar. For no sports bar.
No, we're not talking sports bar. We're talking sports restaurant. So it's food, it's quality drinks, and just good conversation.
Anthony, you hear that, Anthony? We got a new spot to go to, bro. Yes. Yeah.
It seems like it's going to have a different ambiance.
Absolutely.
Than what you would expect at maybe like a normal sports bar. You're offering something very different, which you'll be able to see the game if you're, a game lover, and
Absolutely.
you'll have multiple TVs going on, but it's more of an ambiance, which I like. It's a different dining experience.
Exactly what it is.
And it's perfect for the new Wilmington.
Yes.
There's nothing like that down there in Wilmington. Like you got the new Bardea Estate that's opening up, right? You have Bardea. You have. So it's perfect for the growth of Wilmington, the new apartments that they're building up. That right there. What are your hours?
So we're going to be Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 9. During the pandemic, we opened up for private events, so we're going to still keep private events open on Saturdays and Sundays until we get more people to come back in the city on Saturdays.
Oh,
and Sundays.
they coming.
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. But
we
if you
can't
get
wait back.
through the summertime, 11 to 9, that's going to be our hours. So
nice.
Okay, so Tuesday through
Friday.
Friday,
11
okay.
to 9.
And we
11
can still
to 9.
continue doing some sorry.
That's okay. Oh my
We can
gosh,
still
no, this
continue
is
doing-
your
This
interview.
is all you, yeah.
It's not about us. We're very excited
We
about
just want
this.
food, right?
And the cocktails, I heard that you guys are serving up some
yeah.
specialty cocktails, some
Yes.
yummy drinks.
Absolutely.
I'm not playing. They're not playing. Look, she gonna hit me with the soft nudge. You know, like
And all of our cocktails, like we make our own syrups in house. Everything as far as our drinks in our back house and front house, they coincide. So chef creates some really good dishes that we can also use with the syrups and different garnishes. So it's all about just making sure that everything is fresh, everything's quality, and everything is served to perfection.
how did y'all two link up? Because it's hard for an owner to find a good chef, and I can tell by the vibe, your vibe together. Like y'all real cool out, like in the kitchen, outside of business. That you guys have ideas and y'all throwing back and forth on one another.
So we have a backstory that goes about back 20-something.
Oh, wow.
20-something years.
20-something
Okay.
years. As far as the business side of it, right? Business connection. Back in 2000, late 2000, I had 2011. I'm sorry, 2011. I had a food truck, and we did that. It was on 7th and King. We did the jazz festival like that, and Chef Krupa also had a restaurant over Easy down in Newark. So we started like, hey, let's put together our own restaurant together and kind of get an understanding. And for the last year, we've been talking about it, and the time was just right. So we've known each other for a very long time. She's married to my brother. To put it out there.
Oh, you family.
She's family partner, a lot of things. So it's
nice.
It's a great connection.
No,
it's
beautiful
not
connection.
a family business, but it's a family business that we're going to operate even with our external employees. It's going to be all family. That feeling of not corporate until we get to 84 of them. It's still going to be that family feel.
84.
So this is number 84. We're counting down.
We're counting down.
We're counting down.
I really
We're
love
counting
the
down.
story and the almost like what the goals you have set,
Right.
and everything is around 84, and
Right.
I love that. I love that. That also keeps you thriving,
Right.
and it keeps you motivated to keep wanting to climb the ladder of success and not to give up. Because for those that don't know, the restaurant industry is extremely challenging,
Right.
and it always was very, very, very difficult. But it's harder now than ever before because of the pandemic. So to be able to have the courage to open up a restaurant, I commend the both of you.
Thank
yes,
you, thank you,
because
thank
I
you.
understand the struggles, but I also wish you so much success, and I cannot wait to dine at the restaurant. I really,
you.
I'm
Thank
looking
you.
Can't wait
forward
to
to
have
it,
you
just
guys
because
over.
our conversation of talking about the cuisine and the types of cuisine you're offering, and then the cocktails, and then the ambiance, because we're going to get a different dining experience. So,
Absolutely.
are you hiring?
We are always looking for great people to join our team.
Join our team, and that is the key words, and I'm so glad you said that. It's more so, it's not a job. You have to come in, and everyone can cook. There's always great cocktail and a great dish around the corner, but I think Oath 84, what we're really trying to cultivate here is a certain type of team. You want to come in, you want to love your job. I know I wake up every day like, yes, I love my job.
Wow.
Mostly because I kind of want to lead the toddlers for a few hours, but at the same time, I do love my job, and we did surround ourselves with some of the greatest people. They're there, they're smiling, they're happy, and we're all kind of working with each other, opposed to saying, that's your job, that's your job. I'm
Love
not
it.
doing it.
Perfect.
Vincent, you
Perfect.
need to check your schedule because we're gonna go this week.
Oh no, we're going.
We're
We have to go. I'm looking forward to it. It may be a little difficult with my schedule because I am in the restaurant industry, which
That's
I'm
right.
sure you both understand.
Absolutely.
How
I'll
difficult
FaceTime
it
you
is.
from the restaurant.
Look
at his drink,
Jelly, just so you know. You'll be like, hey, Vince.
We'll do a special drop off. Don't you worry about
I'm
it.
thinking once you get acclimated and settle in with the new restaurant and get things moving and shaking, we have to have them back on the
Yes.
show and bring maybe the most popular dish on the menu.
Absolutely.
Would love to.
I think that would be
Oh,
great.
Najee. DETV's restaurant.
And we can bring a drink too. I mean, we don't mind bringing a cocktail.
Yeah, because we do have mimosas on Monday.
Yeah, okay.
Well, let's rock out.
Okay, great.
We accept all items.
We
we got a bottle sitting waiting for you. So you got a bottle for you.
She said we accept.
Thank you.
Now, before we get out of here, that's the community camera right there. Okay. So go ahead and pitch the restaurant to the community.
Just thank you in advance for all the support. It's been an overwhelming amount of support around this project, and we're just happy to be a part of Wilmington and partner with some great people and make some great connections and give out some great food, great drinks, and just a great atmosphere. Ambiance, like you said.
Yes. Come visit us. We're at 405 North King Street, right across the street from the courthouse. We're open from Tuesday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then you can always do private dining reservations with us. Private dining experiences are out of this world. The restaurant is all yours. You get to choose everything from start to finish. Please give us a call.
Take the oath.
Take the oath.
Take the oath.
I know exactly where they are. That is a beautiful spot. Inside that big building?
Yeah, that's right.
Right at the bottom.
What you got going on tonight? Right. Going on tonight? You have anything? I'm serious.
Stop over.
Oh my God. No, that is a beautiful spot. Okay. Thank you guys for coming. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
I'm like trying to wrap it up and get down here.
I'll be there before you're there.
Right. Coming live from the home.
Right. Yes.
Big eyes.
Right.
I'm going to take those. Oh, thank you both for coming.
Thank
we
you
really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
us. We appreciate you guys.
All right, so we'll be right back after. We got Street Break coming up next. We got Street Break with Ty Jameson. Make sure you check it out. And then when we come back from that, my man Jim, Executive Director of the Brandywine River ShadFest.
Still to come, Jim Shanahan.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
The day I got arrested was a blessing because it was the end of one chapter of my life and it was the beginning of another. I deserved a clean slate.
Now that clean slate legislation has passed in Delaware, we must ensure that the bills are effectively implemented so qualified people will get the second chance they deserve. To learn more, visit cleanslatede.org.
Welcome back, everyone. We have our next guest on the show, Jim Shanahan, the Executive Director of the Brandywine River ShadFest. Super excited to talk to Jim. Jim, tell us, what is the ShadFest?
Well, the main thing is it's a lot of fun.
Hey,
that's all I need to know.
That's how we start.
Right.
But it's a family-friendly event to allow environmental organizations to help explain, especially to kids, but to adults too, about what we need to do to preserve our planet. So we have tons of environmental organizations from Delaware, really a who's who of the Brandywine Conservancy and the Delaware Nature Society, and it goes on and on and on. And the neat thing is they all have interactive exhibits for the kids, so the kids really have a great time.
You know what? I love it. Mm-hmm. It's a green festival.
That's right. You know, that's a good way to describe it.
It's a green festival. You have organizations coming out that's family and children friendly, making it exciting to everyone, for everyone to learn about how we save the world, save the planet.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And we'll also have vendors that have sustainable products as well, and environmental oriented products for sale, besides all the environmental organizations.
Yeah. So you have a 5K run that's coming up also.
That's right. We start with a 5K Shad run.
Okay.
And
wait a minute before we even get to that.
Right.
Shad.
What is a shad?
What is a shad?
Yeah. Very good. Good question. So a shad it's called American shad actually, and it was one of the most popular fish in the United States in the 19th century.
Okay.
And it was very prolific all along the East Coast, and in particular on the Brandywine River. Mm-hmm. And the shad live in the ocean their entire life, but then they come upstream to these rivers, the freshwater, to spawn and create, baby shad, which then swim out the river and spend their entire life in the ocean. So, and they're a beautiful fish. They're about 24 inches long, all silvery color. They sort of look like this. This is an artist's rendition of it. And it's known. Its Latin name means most savory fish. So
it must be good to eat.
Yeah, it's unusual, but the problem is that there's not as many around. They're a threatened species.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so one of the reasons why we're having this festival, besides to have a lot of fun, is to educate people about a program that we have, which is to remove or modify 11 dams on the Brandywine River. Because these dams were put in starting actually 300 years ago.
Got you.
And once those dams were put in, the American shad, they couldn't migrate up the river to spawn.
Right.
So our main program is to take those dams out or modify them to enable the shad to once again migrate and spawn, and hopefully we'll help do a small part to bring this fish back.
Love it. Wow. It's always a story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always a story.
There's another quick story too, if I might.
Yeah,
please. Yes.
There's during the Revolutionary War, when Washington troops were beaten right up here in the Brandywine at the famous Battle of the Brandywine, and they spent the winter trying to recover, and the troops were actually saved by American shad they were up at Valley Forge, and they were starving all winter. And when the shad came in the spring, up the Brandywine and the Schuylkill River as well, which is right by there, they were able to catch the fish and save the troops. And who knows? We might all have an English accent otherwise.
Right. There you go. I love it. I love it. Now let's hop over to that 5K run.
Yeah.
And other events that you're having.
Yeah. So we're gonna kick off with that at 9 o'clock. It's a 5K that goes right around the river in our area. So it should be a lot of fun. We have prizes for everybody in every age group, and it's a regulated run, and people can still sign up for that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll get a free T-shirt, of course, and we'll also have refreshments for them afterwards.
All right. And the proceeds go to?
Yeah, and it goes to our nonprofit, which is designed to help take these dams out.
Love it.
We have to raise quite a bit of money for this.
Yeah, love it. It all ties together.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right. So let's talk the details. When is it? The location,
Sure.
the exact location. Is it free? Is there an admission a ticket admission? Let's get all those details out.
Yeah. So it is free. It
Okay.
is free, but we're asking people to register, which they can do at BrandywineShadFest.com.
Okay.
And they can also register right there and then. And where they go is where it's being held is in Brandywine Park, right across from the zoo, underneath the I-95 overpass.
Okay.
So once people get there, they can register, or as I said, they can pre-register. And the first thing that they'll notice are all these exhibitors around with these different activities. So we'll have a different. One of the favorite ones is for the kids is where it's called stream bugs. And they actually have live bugs that are found in streams. And believe it or not, kids love to actually just touch the bugs and see what they're like. It was our most popular exhibit last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll pass on that.
You'll pass on
that. But all
this
for the
year
kids.
too, we have some new stuff here. So one of my favorites is we have a mermaid.
Okay.
A mermaid, a real mermaid.
Oh, wow.
She's the Chesapeake mermaid, and she's well known for providing environmental instruction. And she'll be here and to work with the kids as well. She'll have 3 or 4 different shows throughout the day. So that should be a lot of fun. She's coming up from the Chesapeake.
Very exciting.
We also, isn't that cool?
Yes.
I cannot wait. I'll be right outside.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's the mermaid? Maddie's going to be like, where's the mermaid?
Yeah.
You have to take Maddie to this.
I am.
Yeah, she's got quite a tail too, I want to tell you. It's
no pun intended.
7 feet long.
She'd be tired of swimming all the way from the.
Yeah. She'll drive here. Thankfully.
So you'll have live music as well.
Yes, we have live music by the wonderful and amazing Sin City Band that has been playing in our area for years and years and years with a lot of Americana type songs. And another really cool thing, very big part of what we do is we provide fishing lessons for free to kids. Yeah, in fact, each kid who signs up for the fishing lesson will actually get a fishing pole.
Forget the kid, it might be me.
That's really nice.
I need to know how to fish.
That's really nice that you're offering that, because I think fishing is very therapeutic, and I think it's healthy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very rewarding when you catch the fish, but it's more so the patience of going through the process, and it's very, very calming. And the fact that you're teaching those skills to young children, I think, is helpful. But also the fact that they get a free little
fishing pole,
out of it. I think that's really nice that you guys are doing that.
Well, that's sponsored by the Partnership for Delaware Estuary. I mean, one of our organizations are actually able to do that for us, so that's great. And the other thing about that too is that we're trying to, with these changes, make the river more accessible and used by the people in our community. Because it's, it is an amazing river. Some people call it America's founding river because of its history and all the mills that were on it. The DuPont mills, of course, and right here in downtown, it was lined up with mills. There were 130 mills on the Brandywine from where we are right here downtown in Market Street, right next to where we are right now, going up just about 4 miles. So it's a very historical river, and it's a very beautiful river, and it's a clean river too, which people don't understand because it was polluted back in the day. So one of our aims is to encourage community use of the river through recreational uses, fishing being one of the most obvious ones, but there's other things that can be done along the river banks too. So we're really working hard to get the community come out and enjoy it.
Yes, I believe that you can even go tubing on the Brandywine. Is that correct?
You can go tubing,
Yes.
and with the work that we're doing, it will make the river more accessible if we remove these dams, because the dams prevent people from taking a kayak down or tubing down. So it'll open it up for more recreational activities like that.
And it's right in our backyard.
Yeah.
It really is, and it's free.
Yeah, and it's free. That's free. We'll also have food vendors there, some food trucks. We have a wine bar from Frank's Wine here in town.
Okay.
We'll have beer from Wilmington Brew Works here in town. And so, we got a lot going on for kids of all ages.
Yeah,
Right.
kids of all
12
ages.
kids
I
of
caught
all,
that.
from 0 to
Kids
60.
Kids
I love
of
it.
all ages.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I noticed that I saw on the event that you'll have face painting, arts and crafts, and so you're really gearing to all different age groups and to bring out the whole family.
Yeah, the face painting is real popular. We do fish motifs on the kids' faces.
Fun.
They all different types of fish faces. The kids love that. And one of the other things we do that kids love, it's called fish printing. Which is a thing where you get outlines of fish, the sort of the skeletons things, and they're the rubber, and you put paint on them, and then you press that onto a t-shirt. So it makes a design.
Right.
So it's a real custom-made thing where the kids really get into this. They love it, and they all walk away with a free t-shirt with their own design and with our logo on it.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay, Jim, community camera. Go ahead and invite the community.
Okay. Look, we'd really like to have everybody come out. This is going to be May 22nd in Brandywine Park. That's just next Sunday. The weather forecast is fantastic. It's totally free. Come, if you can pre-register at brandywineshadfest.com, that will be helpful. But if not, just show up and we'll let you in and you'll have a great time from 10 to 3. And the race starts at 9 o'clock if you want to enroll in that as well. Hope to see you there.
All right, Jim, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you guys for having me and letting us share our mission with you.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
With our community.
Whatever makes Wilmington better, man.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
World.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what it's all about, bro.
Yeah,
all right.
Absolutely.
What you think?
Perfect. We have a lot of events on our calendar, let's just say, but I'm really excited about this event. Again, good luck with everything, Jim. We wish you lots of luck for the event and good weather, right?
Great weather.
Oh, yes.
Let's take a quick break. Let's go to the desk. Jim, thanks again for coming out, and we'll see you in 30 seconds.
Stay tuned for more of Good Morning Wilmington.
Let DART do the driving. DART First State provides transportation that is clean, safe, reliable, and affordable. Plan your trip and get real-time bus information with the free DART Transit app. Scan your phone to pay your fare with the free Dart Pass app. So what are you waiting for? Try transit today. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Hi, my name is Angela, and I am currently living with a record. Having a second chance at life is amazing to me. You know, I don't have to allow my past to dictate who I'm going to be today, and to me that's beautiful.
Now that clean slate legislation has passed in Delaware, we must ensure that the bills are effectively implemented so qualified people will get the second chance they deserve. To learn more, visit cleanslatede.org.
Welcome back, everyone. Another great show, as always,
yes,
right, Ivan?
Yes,
Another
yes.
great show. Some great people we had on the show.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, in honor of Lupus Awareness Month, May being Lupus Awareness Month, we were wearing purple. As you could see, Ivan's little handkerchief and my shirt. Venetia Thompson, the vice chair of the Lupus Foundation Tri-State Chapter. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
That
meant a lot to me.
That was informative. That was and special shout out to you, Vin.
Oh,
You're
thank
my
you.
homie.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of people, it is called the invisible disease because a lot of people don't realize that, you know, you look fine, but doesn't mean you feel fine.
Right,
It's hard waking up every single day, but I call myself a lupus warrior. That's what we call ourselves, and I refuse to give up.
There you go.
And I refuse to let it define me.
Right.
So I was really, really excited to have Venetia Thompson on to talk about it because it does hit home.
Right.
So thank you for having her on the show.
My pleasure.
But also just to also mention, we had Justin Womack and Krupa Johnson.
Yes.
Justin is the owner of Oath 84 restaurant. Super excited to have him on the show, and the executive chef, Krupa Johnson.
Those Womacks be doing it, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. We're going to go to that restaurant, and we're going to come back, and we're going to show you, we're going to tell you how it is.
I bet you it's going to be delicious.
I bet
really
you it's
do.
beautiful.
When we were talking about the types of cuisine they were having, the different dining experience they're offering their customers, and just it's a different ambiance, and I love that. Something that's different out of the box, and that's what Wilmington needs. That's what we need. Something different, more options, and I love it. So I wish them lots of luck, Justin. Love it.
And can you bring what he brought back to us? Say thank you.
Oh yes. So this is such a beautiful gesture. Usually we're supposed to present him with this beautiful, congratulatory gift, but he presented a bottle of Moet Chandon Rosé. I mean, really, really beautiful thought. Thank you so much, Justin and Krupa, for this beautiful thought. Okay.
What?
We're gonna pop some bottles on Good Morning Wilmington.
Yo, we pop bottles around here. That's what we do. So.
Wow, he's really opening it.
Yeah.
So can you make sure you face it that hold the top. Hold the top. That's the key. You're supposed to hold the top.
We don't want to pop now?
You can pop it now.
You want sippy sip?
I'll sip.
Oh, she gonna sippy sip?
Ready.
Can we get the
Ready.
Well, we gotta get out of here.
Just make sure if you hold the top. Hold the top.
We'll pop after this. Okay, you
gotta hold the top.
Show me the VMB
No,
show.
I'm not popping it. I'm just gonna hold the top.
No, go ahead, do your thing.
No.
No, do that.
I'll just hold it. Okay, and continuing on the show, we had Jim. We had Jim Shanahan. He's the executive director of the Brandywine River ShadFest.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Jim, for coming on the show. Make sure you look up the dates and the information on how you can attend the ShadFest. I believe it's the second annual one, so super excited. It seems like it's going to be a great event, free event it's family fun. Yep. So as he said, fun. So definitely.
We try to close out. We got some mimosas to drink around here.
I'm gonna hold them. These are not supposed to let go of the cork once you take the wrapping off.
Oops, my bad. Okay, all right, I'll hold it here. You go ahead and close us out.
All right, thank you to our sponsors. Before we go, we have to make sure we thank our sponsors. Dart Transit, Out and About Magazine. We have Wi-Fly and also the Community Education Building. Thank you so much for your support. Also, stay tuned. Ivan is always doing big things on Good Morning Wilmington at DETV. He will be interviewing Emmy-nominated, Grammy Award-winning Malcolm Jamal Warner. Catch that interview tonight, live on DETV, I believe at 5:30, but you can also go on all social media platforms and check out that interview.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ivan.
Yo,
you're such a big deal.
Yo,
I mean, this is so awesome.
I'm telling you, I should have saved this and popped it with him.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn up.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
if you don't know who he is, you need to Google who this gentleman is, because you will be pleasantly surprised that you have seen him on television.
The Cosby Show.
Yes, you've seen him on television. He's always he's staying relevant. He's in multiple things, and he's
an author.
Yes, producing, author. I mean, he's doing it all. So super excited to watch that interview.
Don't worry about it, girl. I wish you could come. If you could come.
And I can't. I'm at the restaurant.
All right.
I'm at V&M tonight.
Well, don't worry about it.
You want to see me, come there, but I'll be tuning in. I'll be on the server line watching the interview. I'll be like, okay, nobody's looking. Let me see what's going on. That's how you can't do it in front of the customers. So.
I hear you. But let's get out of here. Have a great morning. Have a great rest of your day. Wilmington, we'll see you later on the other side of this Shan Pipple. You know what Shan Pipple is? You never heard of Shan Pipple?
No.